just when you have a chance to do that, and how do you guys kind of overcome what obviously the Lightning are going to bring with their backs against the walls?
I think the style we're trying to play is one that shouldn't matter what the scores in a series. We're trying to play aggressive. We're trying to take their time, space away, and play on our toes. I thought for the most part this past game at home was we did a better job of that than the previous one. So play loose, play on our toes, and we're excited about the opportunity and the challenge.
That said, though, is the tenor of the team a little different? It's up at 3-1 than it would have been at 2-2 going into Tampa tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really change much. We know the type of team they got over there. We're just trying to win every game that we're going into. It might promote a little bit better sleep last night post game, but no, there's still a job to do, a tremendous amount of things we got to do well to come out on top still. So try and refocus, regroup, and give our best effort tomorrow.
Sam, you get a couple of huge goals last night from defensemen. How would you describe kind of the balance when it comes to the offensive contributions, and how important that is, especially in the playoffs when you can get some depth scoring?
Yeah, absolutely. Timely goals, people scoring all up and down the lineup is important on this time of year, especially when defending's so tight. You're playing against a team that defends as good as anybody. So that depth is huge.
You guys obviously played against Brad in the playoffs and saw what he was like from the opposing side. Just what did you think about him, a couple months ago, and what have you learned about him, and what do you think about him now as a competitor and teammate?
Yeah, I mean, a game like last night is a game where you bring someone like that in. That whole line kind of controlled the play and really drove us for a lot of parts of the game. And then obviously came up with a big one, with a couple minutes left. So more guys like that you can get into your lineup is for the better.
Sam, the big hits in this series have obviously gotten a lot of attention, but when you're out there playing, is it a different level of physicality when these two get together, or is it kind of, when it's Panthers Lightning, it's just like one universal level of it's going to be one of those games? It's going to be a grinder type game.
Yeah, I think so. You got two teams that have been there consistently the last couple of years. So, I think it brings out the best in both, in that competitive fire. So, try and play hard between the whistles, and physicality is part of both of our games.
Sam, back here. 11 seconds apart. Did you guys have like a hold my beer moment? No worry, there was no stuttering for you guys, and to do it. Have you ever seen something like that before? 11 seconds apart, both teams.
I doubt it. In the moment, you're obviously, you're preparing to pull the goalie in a minute, and then you're kind of going into the defend mode. So, after both the goals, I like the way we responded and tightened it up.
I wanted to ask you one thing about the defensive play of both teams. It seems like both Tampa and Florida, you guys have to get through so much, and then you face Vasilevsky or in their case Bobrovsky. How tough is that to play 60 minutes knowing that you're not going to get that many opportunities to get the goals against those goalies?
Oh, certainly not. When you're talking about two of the best goalies in the world, certainly in our case for Vasilevsky, you try and make it as difficult on him as possible. If he's seeing it, if he's comfortable, it's tough to get it by him. So that's part of the game plan for sure.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you.